Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Hey, well, it's July the 1st. I can't hardly believe it. And for all of you that don't know me, my name is Chuck Hanson. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. And my privilege to be your host here this evening on our Gathering of Eagles, the Valentus team. So, guys, I just returned from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, a city I'd never been to. I'd never been to South Dakota. There was actually no reason to ever go to South Dakota. Um, and but it was a delightful, inspiring, and very informational get together that I had along with a couple of people that joined me up there, along with John Hernanza. John is part of our upline team, and he lives in Minnesota. And of course, meeting Dave Jordan, that I've known for many, many years, but not as a CEO, right? So I knew Dave as a distributor. And, I guess the biggest takeaway, and this is a Valentus building up in Sioux Falls, and I guess the biggest takeaway for me is that the passion that Dave Jordan has, and there's a lot of pluses here. I mean, one of the things that I always look for are the potential, down the road problems. And I mean, I really went up there to dig and dig and dig, to make sure that everything that I thought was happening was happening. And it was just confirmed and confirmed and confirmed. And I'm going to introduce you to a gentleman that joined me up there, Mel Gomez. But, what I discovered, there's a lot of pluses here. And, the first plus I'm going to say is that, this company is 4 years old, right? It'll be 4 years old next month, which is a big, huge hurdle. Now, first year, 2014, 300,000 in sales. The next year, a tenfold increase, 3 million in sales. And then the next year, again, a tenfold increase to $32 million in sales. And then they had a challenge, right? They ran into a challenge with the coffee that was that was the result of their explosion. And they discovered that coffee was being manufactured very sloppily. And I'll just leave it at that. It was not every batch was the same. So some people were getting results, some people weren't getting results, and Dave had it analyzed by 5 different labs, and each analyst came up with a different analogy of the ingredients. And then it was just one thing after the other. And the next year, 2017, they did $30 million in sales, but they lost $8 million, right? They lost $8 million. Now, that would have put most companies out of business, but because Dave is frugal and because he has a $100 million sports memorabilia business that you're going to see some of, he was able to withstand the storm. And, he's a sole owner. He and his wife own it. And so, I've dealt with companies that have had multiple owners, and that's always been a challenge. Investors, that's always been a challenge. So, I'm happy to say that, after going up and spending a couple of days with Dave, it was just better than I ever imagined. So I've asked Mel Gomez to come in and give you his take on everything. Mel is an industry veteran. He was one of the top income earners with Tahitian Noni, and just a tremendous guy. We've kind of known each other, but we never knew each other. And so we got to spend a lot of time on the airplane together. We hooked up and flew together. And Mel, why don't you come on and tell everybody, a little bit about yourself, and then, what you saw in the visit up in Sioux Falls.
Fantastic. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hear you fine.
Okay, great. It's really enjoyable. It's nice to come home. I spent a lot of time with Chuck. I got to spend a lot of time with our CEO. I'm very happy that there's only one owner. I came from a company that had 5 owners, and we built a legacy with Tahitian Noni International. We started back in 1999. I've been in network marketing since 1975, and it's been an incredible journey. Learned a lot from a lot of great mentors, and spending time with Chuck up there, he's mentored thousands and thousands and thousands of individuals, and he's had tremendous success. So to spend quality time with Chuck was a major blessing for me. But when we started talking with the CEO, Dave Jordan, this guy is totally genuine. He's going to make this company a legacy company. It's not going to be a company where you guys or we together are going to spend 5-10 years. This man is very serious about what he's doing. In 2017, they had a major challenge. He was very open. He was very transparent. He shared a lot of incredible information. And I believe strongly today that we're all at the right place at the right time, with the proper leadership, people that truly care. We took a tour of the offices. We met a lot of the corporate guys that are behind the scenes. And quite frankly, I was really blown away. And I've been in the industry a long, long time, but I felt with Dave Jordan that he was a very, very sincere. He opened up like I had never in my career have ever seen a CEO have so much fun sharing his personal life. Would you agree with me, Chuck?
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, and you guys will. I mean, he has some talents that are unbelievable. And what did you come up with, Mel? You described him as a what? As an indigo child or something?
Yes, I've done a lot of research because I was involved in a crash in 1995 and survived the crash. That the NTSB, once they did their investigation, stated that plane should have exploded on impact. I'm just blessed to be here. So when people look at me and they ask me how old I am, I say about 23 years young, because that's what took place. I passed away in that crash. I didn't walk for a year. And to be able to enjoy this incredible human being in Mr. Dave, our CEO, he has, in my opinion, supernatural gifts that have been bestowed on him, and he does not take that lightly. So I was sharing with him certain things that I've taken to my heart to study over many, many years. And he allowed me the privilege of reading some things to him. And quite frankly, he was overwhelmed, because everything that we discussed privately, it was dead on. So I had an incredible relationship. I had never met Mr. Jordan, the CEO. This was my very first time, though I've heard of it, his tremendous success in our profession. It was the very first time spending a couple of days with him, and what an enjoyable individual. His wife, she is just an incredible human being as well. She's behind the scenes. And I believe that if we all join this team, hand, foot, face, that we could take this company to over $100 million year, and that's without a doubt. I've done some research as I was flying home. I spent a couple of hours doing some stuff on internet, and I'm home now. I'm a little tired, as you guys could tell, but I'm home, and my female pit bull is so excited to see me. I bet, Chuck, when you got home, right, your dog was happy to see you as well. So I've been spending the last hour or so with her. She's highly trained. She's an incredible female pit that I'm very proud of, and I'm going to start giving her that coffee stuff.
Yeah.
I've been on the coffee for the last week, and I've lost 3 pounds. Yesterday was my very first day trying Optima, and wow, I was no aftertaste. I had tremendous energy. So quite frankly, guys, I'm here to tell you that you're at the right place at the right time. And if we can help you in anything, sharing some information, helping you become successful, because we're one team. We're not, we're not sidelined. I don't look at it that way. I look at this with Chuck Hansen, our incredible leader. I look at this as one team to help each other, and hopefully no one will be left behind. It takes a lot of work. It requires work ethics, but I believe this team has it. And with Chuck's leadership, I think we're going to be able to really do some incredible stuff with the company. I want to thank you very much for your time.
Well, Mel, thank you. Hey guys, so this is the building, yeah, and what Dave was telling us and showing us, actually, just down the street from this building is a 27,000 square foot building that they're renovating right now. They're ripping out everything, and the plan is that, and he knows how fast this whole thing is going to grow. I mean, over the week, in the last 48 hours, over 5,000 orders, coming in, and he knows that this building is going to take us to a certain point, but then it's going to have to be expanded. So they own this building. They're going to own the other 27,000 square foot building, and so the plans are in the works to take this to incredible heights. And so guys, we've got a 4-year-old company that in 2019 is absolutely going to explode. So it really behooves everybody to pay attention to what's going on. And, I'm going to go through something, before I do that, if you weren't on the Saturday call that Chris did, Chris is the director of marketing, but you can go to valentuscalls.com, and you can hear all the replays, but definitely listen to Chris's call, because it was an excellent call. We were sitting there as the whole thing was going on, and he just delivered some incredible information. Just the greatest guy in the world, not only director of marketing, but also heads up all the customer service. And, it's just, they do an absolutely extraordinary job. We're going to have another, visit up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, sometime in July. We're trying to pin the date down right now. We've kind of penciled in the 22nd of July. I'm supposed to confirm that with Dave, come Monday, Tuesday. And then, the next thing I want to do before we get to what I'm going to present is to talk about the convention, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 13th through the 15th in Vancouver, BC. So, it's filling up quickly. The tickets are still $99. I don't know if it says that on the website. I think it says that it's more, but they're $99. And so you do need a passport to go to Canada. So if you don't have one, you need to get one if you're planning on going. And obviously, going would be a great idea. So 13th, 14th, and 15th, and nobody has to bring me a birthday present. So, hey, with that, guys, I want to go into something that I think you're going to enjoy, and that is, just to talk about, something that and it's not going to be for everybody, but it certainly will be for a lot of people. And that's a way of just another strategy for building your business. So what I kind of coined was this phrase skinny and rich, and this is one of the segments on how to get rich. We kind of covered how to get skinny, and we're going to continue expanding on that. But this how to get rich part is kind of interesting. So I hope you enjoy it. So ready for an adventure, right? This is going to be an adventure. The next, I say, I'm looking for people that are interested in a 2 to 3 year adventure. And, one of the things that I talk about all the time is treating Valentus like a business. You can't treat it like a hobby. And guys, we know that, anything that is a business, you invest money in a business, you invest time in a business, you expect a return out of that business, but you don't expect instantaneous returns, right? So to maximize the reward of the compensation plan, of the commission that you're going to receive, the only place that you can start is the Business Builder package, $4.99 package. That gives you 16 boxes of product, and it maximizes everything. And, we talk about investing in your business. If you were to open up a pizza parlor or any type of business, you're going to have an advertising budget. You're going to have, all these different things that you're going to invest in your business. And, one of the things that I like to do is create a plan, right? Create a business plan so that you know what your short-term goals are, your midterm goals, your long-term goals are, and you kind of keep things on track because, there's nobody looking over your shoulder. I mean, you're the CEO of your own company, so you've got to run it like that. So, one of the things I talk about all the time is have patience. Don't get upset with things. Things are going to happen inevitably, and just understand that it's a 2, 3, maybe a 5-year plan, depending upon what your circumstances are. Whether you can work at this only a few hours a week, or you've got 10 or 12 hours a week, or you got 20 or 30 hours a week, or like some of us who have nothing else to do except this, right? So but again, never quit. Never, ever, ever, ever quit. No matter how frustrated, if you get frustrated, call me. If we get too frustrated, then we'll call Dave. And so if we get too frustrated, then we can jump on an airplane and head to Sioux City. So I don't think that'll ever happen, but people inevitably look for the next shiny object. And one of the things that I've discovered in this industry is it takes time for that process to happen. So, let the exponential growth happen. Let the things all happen around you. Keep putting people in. Go through the same process of, taking people and putting them through the process of becoming a pre-enrollee and so on. And that's part of what this whole thing is. And if you treat the business like a business, it's going to respond like a business. So it's very, very simple. Like I said, maximize the reward. Business Builder package is the only way to go. And here's why, guys. The legacy bonus and the global bonus pool are only available to those people that purchase the Business Builder package. Now, you can purchase it anytime, right? It doesn't have to be done, right out of the gate. Some people don't have the $499. Some people want to wait and, test the product and buy a product and test it. And, that's okay. Whatever works. There's no pressure, to do that. It just, when you make that purchase, it triggers these things and it puts everything in place so that you can maximize the compensation plan. Dual team bonus is $20. It's a cycling bonus. So, here's you guys can all see that chart, right? So, fast start bonus, and the legacy bonus and the dual team match bonus. Again, the match bonus is available, 4 levels of match. So that's why I like being an enroller. I like to sponsor, right? I like to bring people into the business because it's 20% of their check, right? I earn 20%. So the more people I help to make more money, I make more money. It's just, that's the way it is. Second level, 10%, third level, 5%, fourth level, 3%. And the global bonus pool is if you sponsor 3 people, they purchase the legacy, they purchase the business builder package, the $4.99 pack in a month period, right? You get 1 share of the global bonus pool. That's been averaging about $250. So, and so you can earn as many shares as you want. So it's 3, 1 share, another 3, another share, another 3, another share, and so on and so forth. So that's the way to maximize the compensation plan. So we will move on along here. Invest in your business. You know, the best investment that you're going to have is the investment in people, whether it's time invested in people or money invested in people. And what I'm going to show you, like I said, is not for everybody, but it's a go fast strategy, right? It's a go fast system. It's kind of pay it forward kind of system. And what I'm suggesting and what we're testing right now, and I'm going to let you guys know how all that works out, but so far it's worked out incredibly well, is identify your best prospects. I mean, the people that you want to have and would love to have in your business. You know, the busy people, the successful people, the people, you know, not my brother-in-law, right? Not him. You know, you don't want a couch potato. You want somebody who's can see the big picture of you know, exponential growth and how the business can grow, and you know, make them an offer that they can't refuse. And the offer is real simple, right? Free product and a position. Now, what I mean by that is you can, and you see here, there's a new, if you go to your home page of your back office, there's a section there that you can't see unless you purchase credits. So what I did is I sent a check, actually I made a check deposit in Valentus's Wells Fargo account. And so what they do when they get that deposit is they give me a credit in my back office so I can do some things without having to use my credit card, right? Don't want to have my credit card out there on everybody's account and so on and so forth. So I can take somebody who has maybe pre-enrolled, right? And I can then purchase them, you know, since we don't have samples, and I want to talk to you about the samples, but you know, what I've been doing is sending them a complete canister, right? I've been sending them a canister of Slim Roast so that they've got enough product, right? So they can test it, they can, their wife can test it, they can share it with a few other people, 30 scoops, 30 cups in here, and you know, the results that I'm already getting from just doing a few of those have been phenomenal. So I can pop in right over here. I can pop in their ID number after they pre-enroll. I can pop in their username, and then I can order them a product. So I order them the Slim Roast. I have to get their address, right? I have to get their address, their shipping information. So what I do is you can go up here and where it says preferred customer, you can also do a drop down and make that person an independent representative. So you can actually pay for them to be a rep and pay that $20. So that's what I've been doing. I've been spending $86.92 as my investment into some people that I'd like to have in my business. I then enter a username for them. I usually use their first name, last initial. I give them a password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I stick in their shipping address, right? And So here's a buddy of mine who's a football coach. So as you see, I ordered his slim roast. I paid his $20 sign-up fee, the shipping, and it's $86.92, right? So that's my investment into Jim. Now, why would I do that, right? Why would I do that? Well, here's the numbers. I mean, I'm a numbers guy, and I'm sure you guys are all numbers people as well. You know, here's what happens. You're going to earn a $20 fast start. You're going to earn $50, 50 BV in the dual team. And each time you have 100 BV in the dual team, you earn $20, right? So you're going to have a return on capital of about 33% just by placing the order. So you're going to earn 20, and I'm going to call that 50 BV $10, right? So you're going to earn $30, so a little over 33%. But that's the short term, right? That's the short term. And, you know, what I've discovered from, you know, confirming that they got the product, have you opened it? You know, and I give them some instructions, right? I'm their coach. I say, hey, weigh in the first day. Make sure you know what your weight is. Take 2 cups every morning. Don't skimp. Don't not do it. You know, stick with it and drink 2 cups every day. And then, you know, let me know how it's going, right? Oh, and I'm getting these, hey, I don't have an appetite. You know, my cravings are gone. All of these things. And so but you know, here's kind of the responses that you might get, right? I hate everything, right? Go away. I don't want, I just want to stay poor. I want to stay fat. And so, you know, I don't need your slim roast. You know, the other response might be, hey, I love the product. You know, I'm too busy to build a team right now, but I'll tell you what, I appreciate you putting me in the genealogy. I'll be a customer. I'll go on auto ship. I love the product. You're going to earn a 25% commission on all their future purchases. But, you know, this is the one that you're looking for. Hey, I love the Valentus opportunity. You know, help me get started, right? The only way to get started is to buy the business builder package. And here's what's going to happen. I've got 2 guys that are going to do that tomorrow of the product that I've sent out. I'm going to earn a $100 fast start bonus, right? I'm also going to earn a $100 legacy bonus. Now, you don't earn the $100 legacy bonus unless you have purchased the business builder package, number 1, and you don't earn the $100 legacy bonus until you've made your 4th sale. Your first 3 sales go to your upline, the 4th sale goes to you. You're also going to have 100 BB that goes into dual team. So, you know, another $20 into the dual team. But, you know, I'm looking, you know, not short term, not midterm, you know, return on capital. I'm looking long term. I'm looking for this person that, you know, says to me, hey, I can be at the top of the leaderboard. You know, just give me 30 days to get going, and, you know, I'll bring over an awful lot of people. And I'm talking to people like that, right? So imagine for a second, $100, you know, just focus on the $100 legacy bonus. You know, you're going to earn $100 on the first 3 business builder packages of the first 3 to infinity, right? 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729. We know it's not going to grow like that exponentially, but, you know, there'll be some variation of that, and you're going to earn hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of those first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3 that everybody puts in. Somebody that's working the business is going to build a team of at least 5,000 BV their first month. I did over 10,000 BV first month, right? So I made my upline a couple of grand, you know, just in dual team bonus. And so somebody, you know, that is going to actively work the business very easily do make you $1,000 in the dual team. And then again, matching bonuses, 20% match on the first level, you know, all the personals, right? All your personals. 10% match on all second level, 5% match third level, 3% match on fourth level. So, you know, guys, here's a little recap. $20 fast start, right? $10 in the dual team, 50 BV, 33% return on capital just by placing the order. Then when that person goes to make the obvious decision to buy a business builder package because it's the best value and maximizes everything, $100 fast start bonus on your fourth sale, $100 legacy, and then $20 in the dual team. So, right out of the gate, $250 return on capital. So I put $86.92 in, $250 out, right? So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that, this is not very risky because we've got a product that works. This is the holy grail of network marketing because, guys, for all of you that know me, I've never led with a product in my life. In 30 years in this industry, I've never led with a product. And I am hook, line, and sinker over this product. This product had the potential could have been given to any company under the sun. The formulator, formulates for a lot of big companies. And in fact, he had this in his vault. And Dave went to him and talked to him about, needing something that would be, outrageous, just, a home run product. And he said, Dave, he says, I've got something in my vault, but I was going to give it to one of the big guys, an Amway, a Janess, or whoever. And he said, but, and I was going to charge them a lot of money, but he said, you're so passionate. You're so focused on doing this. I'd rather have somebody like you with this product than any of those guys. And he turned over this little product to us. And on May the 20th of this year, and guys, it's starting to happen. It's the orders are all starting to happen. The results are out there happening. So, is it a good investment? $86.92. Yeah. I sent one out to one of my buddies in Ireland. It was going to cost me almost $80 to send just the product on DHL. And the company got it there for $17 and he got it already. So, by all means, shipping it international through the company is much better than shipping it yourself. And it's much more professional, right? I've done this and, there's a belief, right? The guys that get this say, hey, thank you very much. I never expected anything like that. And, I'm going to follow your instructions. I'll take it religiously. And, let's see how the results are. So even the people that told me, no, I'm too busy. I said, would you at least try it if I just sent it to you? And they go, yeah, how can I refuse? So that's how that happened. They got a position in the genealogy. Hey, the last thing I'll leave you with is, Mel and I were up at 4 o'clock this morning, leaving Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and got picked up by our Lyft driver and headed to the airport. Got there a little bit early. So I asked this old boy, I said, hey, you drink coffee? He says, oh yeah, man. He said, I drink coffee all the time. I said, well, how would you like to drink coffee and lose weight? He said, where is it? Give me some of that. I need some of that like right now. And I said, well, I can't give it to you right now, but I'll tell you what. I said, I clicked on my little valentustours.com/my name, right? That was my little download on my home screen. I popped that open. I said, put in your name, your email, your phone number, and the system will send you everything, and then we'll talk on Monday. And he popped it in there in 2 seconds. I was gone out of the car. He jumped into the genealogy as a pre-enrollee. And then I showed Mel on the airplane how to, put that app on his home screen of his phone. And it's the easiest thing in the world, guys. So if you don't know how to do that, obviously reach out to me and I'll walk you through that, because until we have an app that has the capability of doing that, we're going to use that ValentusTours.com site. So, hey, it's always a pleasure being here, and I've talked longer than I thought I was going to talk here this evening, but I'll stop the screen share. And again, I want to thank everybody for joining me here this evening. And if you need anything, I'll be around all week. Got nothing to do except build Valentus, and as soon as I have the July date for the next visit up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, they got some great restaurants there. I'll tell you what, these old boys like to eat, and they do that with a passion, right? And so here I've had a couple of 2-3 cups of slim roast, and I go to a restaurant and I wind up eating grapes or a salad or something, or I had some raw tuna, and it just and I thought I would come away from there 4 or 5 pounds heavier, and I actually lost a pound. So I was 188 when I hit the scale, which was really a surprise to me. Didn't expect that, but the product has worked just better than I had ever expected anything to ever work. And again, that's the kind of results that we're getting and everybody is getting. So, hey, listen to that call, ValentusCalls.com. Listen to the call that Chris did on Saturday. And with that, I'm going to stop this recording.